So you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday we received a patch for Call of Duty Warzone, and it was quite a small patch, but there was some significant changes in that particular patch. Now Aston, she did tweet out that they had two patches in the works, one specifically for weapons tuning, the other for this glitch that keeps happening mainly on PC players' guns. So we'll cover the patch notes and go through the actual changes in terms of the weapon balancing. So the general fix is there's been a fix for an issue where the explosive rounds and the Rytec AMR could still be equipped in the CDL modes, which is something I don't really touch at all. Fix for error players could receive when opening the armory, and then a fix for an exploit in the shooting range trial. Now in terms of weapons, the FAL was blessed and cursed at the same time. It received a buff and a nerf. So the buff, it's got a increased headshot damage, 2 hit at range with 1 headshot. So that's actually a really powerful buff in terms of the FAL. Obviously they're really trying to tune this gun's accuracy in terms of it being a semi-automatic. Now its nerf was a reduction in near damage, limbs and lower torso, always 3 shots now. I don't personally disagree with this. I actually quite like what they've done here, because it takes away that spray and pray meta that people have been using it for. Literally last season you could pick the FAL up as floor loot and just run that as your basically your SMG, which is what I advise a lot of you guys to do, because there was literally nothing that could beat the FAL if you placed all your shots. Now you literally have to place your shots, and I mean you have to be accurate with them. So what this will do will filter out those people that can't really utilize this weapon properly, and those higher skill players will basically be very dominant with the FAL. So you should be able to beat the FAL, but if you got beat by the FAL, you probably got beat by a better player. The Holger 26 got some love. It had an increase in damage range and increase in ADS speed. I still don't really feel like this is a very viable weapon, and that's probably why they've revisited this gun again. And I think they'll revisit this gun again after this, because his pick rate's got to be very, very low in terms of Call of Duty Warzone. So the Bruen, aka the Ruin Mark 9, has had a nerf. It's had a reduction in damage range. I did watch J God's video earlier. He's the man for the stats. Him and Exclusive Ace and Drifter do a great job. I'm not going to try and be any of them, and I'm also not just going to rip his stats off and put them in my screen. What I did do is looked at his stats and worked out the ranges and worked out the average percentage reduction for you guys. And the Bruin's been reduced in terms of its damage range by about 15 to 16%, which is quite significant when you think about it. You're talking about 7 to 10 meters per range limiter. So for me, that could be quite significant in terms of you know, getting that quicker time to kill with somebody else when the damage range actually drops off for you. And I think it's a welcome change, because the Bruen has clearly been the problem. It's basically the next Gra. It's took over that mantra, and basically a lot of people don't seem to like this gun anymore. And there's always going to be a clear outlier, but I don't think, in my personal opinion anyway, it should be an LMG. That's just my opinion. And talking of LMGs, the M91 has had a buff. It's had an increased near damage and an increase to ADS speed, which is all good when I've said it, but I still don't think that is going to be a meta changing weapon. In terms of metas now, I personally believe the Kilo is where it's at. In fact, the Kilo has always been where it's at. I've been using this gun since the inception of Modern Warfare and the inception of Call of Duty Warzone, so I don't know what you guys have been doing, but I guarantee you, mark this video, everyone's going to move over to the Kilo 141 now. And I said it. Yeah, and I know a couple other people have said it as well, but I said it. But very short patch notes, but very interesting one, guys. So down in the comment section, do you believe the Bruen deserved this nerf? And what do you think is going to be the next meta in Call of Duty Warzone? Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but I like and subscribe button. I hope they tickle your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.